Well, as you know, it is that time, and it is time for us to get ready to PCS and move again. And we have love Japan, y'all. Like, I don't know how to really put it into words. I'm gonna do my best to share with you why Japan has become home for us, like a place that we didn't want to leave. However, as those of you who are in the military, affiliated with the military, know sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do because the place you want to stay, which for us is Japan, isn't available. So we are getting ready to move. And Japan has so much to offer, right? Like, not only, number one, the first thing for us is the safety you feel while you're here. They are a country that doesn't allow guns. And that's a big thing, right? Because the only people that might have some type of gun, but it's not even a big one, might be like the police, but not like you think, not like in America, right? Like, so to be able to walk around, just say my own neighborhood, and not have to worry about a police rolling by and pressing me out is just, I don't know, it's a feeling like no other, right? And so number one for us was the safety. It is so safe here. It gives you a level of relief that you didn't know you needed until you got it, right? Like, we didn't realize how much the craziness that's happening in America and has been happening in America for a long time against Blacks in particular, how much that drains you, right? How much it's like, it just adds another level of stress. So being in Japan has really allowed us to be more relaxed and just be able to enjoy living, right? And not having to worry about the stresses of being treated differently because of the color of our skin. So number one for us, safety, hands down, Japan's got it. Next, everyone we have encountered, for the most part, has been so kind and friendly, even with the language barrier that's here, right? A lot of people speak Japanese and we only speak English, right? So we use a Translate app, and they've all been so kind and helpful with us and patient with us. So we have had nothing but positive experiences with those who we have encountered here in Japan. And then the food, it's so much fresher here. I don't eat meats, but the meats for my husband and daughter, they eat meats. They just say it's so much fresher. The seafood here is so much fresher. Now, of course, they do have like lots of sweets and stuff, which is good. And they have all the junk in it as anywhere else does. However, the meats, the fresh produce, and the veggies and things of that nature are just so much fresher, and they just taste so much better here. So I would definitely say we're gonna miss the food here. And the location. We are in an area called Yokosuka, and Yokosuka is a central location for the most part. We're about an hour from Tokyo, and that has been amazing for us because it has afforded us the opportunity to see so much of Japan. All the different prefectures in Japan we've been able to visit have been because where we live, we can visit them all either within a drive or a train ride or a Shinkansen ride or something like that. So this location here in Japan has been amazing, and it's also given us the opportunity to be able to visit other countries in Asia, and we even got to see Australia while we were here. So Japan is definitely a second home to us. We hope to make our way back here one day to live, and until then, it's time for us to get ready to PCS to our next location. So where we're headed next is the third smallest island in Asia. It's much hotter than where we are, a lot sandier, and it's home to the 400-year-old Tree of Life, and it is the smallest country in the Middle East. If you haven't guessed it, we are headed to Manama, Bahrain. And although we will greatly miss Japan, we are so looking forward to exploring another country and all the countries around it, right? And especially getting to visit Africa. That'll be our sixth continent that we've been able to visit. And I'm so looking forward to that. It has been on my vision board for years and one of my goals to get to Africa. So I plan on visiting as many countries as I can while we are in Bahrain so that, I can just explore all that Africa has to offer, right? And because, again, as I mentioned multiple times, Bahrain is tiny. So there's going to be things to do there, I'm sure. And I like to explore. So we definitely will have to get out of Bahrain and see what else there is out there to offer. This move for us is going to be different than any other move we've done. Of course, it's a new location, right? One of which my husband has been to on deployments and things like that, but never lived in. I've never actually been to Bahrain. I've been to the Middle East, but never lived there, right? And so this move is going to be different for that reason, but it's also going to be different because we're moving in different parts, right? So my husband will be leaving first. And then about a month later, I'm going to go with my daughter and our dog to take them next because, as you know, Bahrain is in the Middle East and it's extremely hot. So we have to travel with the dog sooner than later because when it gets too hot, they don't allow pets to travel for safety reasons, of course, which I definitely appreciate. So I will travel with them. And then at the end of the school year, so I teach here at in a Dodea school. And so I wanted to be able to be here and finish the school year with my students. So I will be leaving as soon as the school year's up. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of things that are, different for us as far as this move is concerned, because generally my husband handles like the military part of the move, right? Like scheduling all the moves, making sure everything's set up, being here for all the different moves, right? While I have work because he has a little bit more flexibility in his schedule than me. And that's not happening this time. He will, of course, still be able to help us with the scheduling piece, but I'm going to have to be here to actually navigate all these things, right? And so we have 2 vehicles. He's going to sell one before he leaves, but then I'm going to have to sell the other one. There's just a lot of moving parts. So I will definitely keep you informed of, each step of the way of the different things that we're going to do and how it's going to look. And, it's going to be just different, right? And it's also going to be different because in Bahrain, if you don't know, they mostly have furnished places to live. So we won't be taking a lot of our furniture with us, which sounds exciting. And for me, it also has a little bit of, I guess you could say fear, right? Because what is the furniture going to look like there? What is it going to feel like? Am I going to like it? Am I going to want to use their furniture, right? Like there's so many questions in my mind. So we are also, like I said, in a unique situation. So when I go with my daughter and the dog, Nala, to Bahrain, we're going to house hunt then. So we'll be able to have our house set up before I have to actually do the move of the household goods and the non-temporary storage thing. So it's good because we can get an idea of what's there, what we need, what we don't need, and stuff like that. So lots of stuff, lots of moving pieces. I'm definitely super excited to, to start this journey and to experience a new country. And I'm happy to have you along with us. I hope you stick with us throughout this journey and see what it's like for us to live in Bahrain, to house hunt in Bahrain. I think it's going to be totally different than here. Japan has a lot of smaller houses, and I hear Bahrain has a lot of villas and large spacious apartments and stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to having a little bit more space. Yeah, so stay with us on the journey. I definitely will keep you informed along the way. Thank you so much for being with us thus far, and let's get ready to check out Bahrain. Mana Bahrain.